Hello my friends, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're all having a great day. Today I recreated the eye look that I wore for my Anastasia eyeshadow collection video. Many of you had requested this, so I went ahead and did it for you. I tried to shorten up the tutorial a little bit by doing most of my face and just really concentrating on the eye and showing you every little detail. So if you like what you see here, keep on watching. See ya. Okay, so obviously I have half my face done for time purpose. The videos just run too long when I'm doing a lesson, but I will be very thorough about what I'm doing on the eye, but it'll just be shortened because I don't have to do the rest of the face. All right, so I am using all Anastasia eyeshadows that I showed you in my Anastasia eyeshadow collection, and the look I'm doing today is the look that I had on in the video. So let me just briefly go over what I have in my face. Everything will be listed and linked below for you. All right, so I started off with two primers. I used a primer underneath my eye and I used the Smashbox. I like to use a primer underneath my eye. I feel for me, having dry skin and being a little bit older, I just need that little extra help. For my face, I am using the Cover FX Anti-Aging Primer, and this here is very silicone-y, which is sometimes very good for aging skin because it just gives a nice, smooth finish. All right, so then I moved on for my foundation today. I am wearing the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Soft Luminous Foundation, and this is the color Dusk. However, I feel I will be getting a deeper tone or perhaps something a little more golden for the summer months. I have two concealers that I used. One is the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. I'll put all the colors and stuff below. And I like this concealer a lot. I know some do not like it, but for me it works. And then for a little highlighting through here to try to deviate from the puffs, I use Sephora's Gel Bright Future Concealer just in the V. So I did the Urban Decay Naked Skin throughout the puffy part, and then my V area is the Sephora Gel Concealer, and I like that combo. Then for my primer on my lid, I use the Dolce Gabbana, what is this? Perfect Mono in Nude. I like this. It works well. Do I think it's a must-have? No, but it is a really nice neutral shade. Painterly would work. Ochre, or if you're a deeper skin tone and more golden. Clarins Eye Base works well. There are many that are in the neutral skin tone that you can get away with for this tutorial. On my lips, I have Laura Mercier's Chicory Liner, which I just lined my lips. And then I have on Revlon's Peach Me lipstick. I will say, you all know that for many years I wore Gabbana, I can't remember the number now, but it was a beautiful shade that they discontinued. This is a perfect dupe for it. So that is Peach Me by Revlon, number 628, if you are someone like me that loves a very clear peach lipstick, and I do. All right, so for the eyebrows today, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. It's the triangular one. I really do like this. I did get light brown. It's a little dark, but I don't mind. Sometimes I like a more powerful brow, but I am going to look at the next color down to see if that works for me as well. Bronzer today, I didn't do any real sculpting because my eyes are so dramatic. I'm using the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion in, I can't see it, so I will put it underneath. For mascara today, I have used the Revitalash Volumizing Primer. I absolutely love this. And today I decided to try the brown Revitalash Volumizing Mascara. And I do like it. I like to wear brown sometimes. Black gives you more of a statement, but brown sometimes is a little more compatible with our aging skin and eyes. I did use an eyeliner today, and it is the Revlon Photo Ready Kajal Liner in Matte Espresso as my liner on the lid. All right, so for the eyeshadows, let's get going. I will list the brushes that I used below, but I am using a MAC 227. This brush I love for just applying my all over base. I am starting with the Soft Peach. And I just load the brush up, and I'm going to give it a little tap, and I'm just going to go ahead and pack that peach tone all the way up to my brow bone. Everything I do is for the end result. And for me, packing this on and going all the way up gives me the smooth transition of colors that I like. If you want to highlight a little bit right through here with a little more with a sparkly color, that's your preference. You go right ahead when you are finished with the basic application or the look you are going for. So that is just the peach, soft peach, and I have packed it on. As I go along with these shadows, I just nicely touch away to make sure there's nothing else going on, okay? So the next color I am going to move into is the Fawn by Anastasia. All of them are Anastasia, okay? I feel like a broken record sometimes when I repeat, but we will anyway. So the brush I'm using for this is a Morphe 441. You can use any blending brush. MAC 217 works, a Sephora brush would work, anything that is a good, you know, crease color brush. So I'm going to take the Fawn, and this is, I'm just going to take it on the tip of the brush. I'm going to tap off. You do get a little fallout with these shadows. I've yet to find a shadow that there's not a little fallout, okay? And I'm going to lean my head back, and this is the basic, I start every eyeshadow look this way. So I'm just taking it. Now, if you have a deeper hooded lid than me, excuse me, you, of course, are going to go just slightly above that bone. I'm going to go right in it and just feather lightly up. I don't want any of this color on the lid. I did hit record. I was a little concerned. All right, and I'm just going to build that color up. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use all of the colors in the crease before I fill my lid or work up with it. Now when I get to the corner, I will slightly brush up with that and then just fill a little in here just with what's left over. I don't go crazy with it. And then I'll look and think, okay, I need a little bit more. I want this to really be defined before I start messing around with anything else. Okay, so there, that's what it should look like. And then I'm just going to lightly flare up. I'm not flaring down at all. I want to really lift my eyes up with this look. Okay, so then I'm just going to feather lightly, almost like you're doing a cat eye, but you don't want to go crazy with it because then people are going to notice it. But we are flaring up, and then we're just going to join it together a little bit, and then just softly buff that out. Okay, so that's what I like for that, and I said that was Fawn. Now the next color I'm going to go in with, and I'm also working around a shirt that I'm going to be wearing today, the colors in the shirt. Okay, so this here is the Caramel, and I'm going to use this in the crease the same way, same brush, just tapping it on, and this one's going to lend a little more of the orange color. Remember, to have less pressure, hold your brush further down, and that will give you a softer look. If you start holding your brush way down here, you're going to get too heavy and start spreading it on your whole lid. Okay? So we are going to just lightly apply that color, and like I said, this is just lending a little more orange to the situation, because you'll see when you see my shirt. You'll see my shirt at the end of this video. Well, you saw it in the beginning, but you'll also see it when I'm done with this, and then in another video, because you know I record all in one day. So that's why you'll see the same look. I know some people think that's a cardinal sin, that you have to have something different every video. I don't. I just, you know, I record my quality, the best videos I can for you, and if they're all in the same makeup look and they're all in the same eyeshadow look, I'm sure you don't mind, okay? So you see, I am flaring up, and that helps to lift up. And then I'm just going to lightly feather that color. Now I've blended some of those What am I trying to say? Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm blending in the crease all of the colors that I'm going to use, and then I will fill the lid in. So I have one more color I want to introduce, and I think it's going to be the Sienna. You can use Morocco for this also. Sienna is just a little bit deeper than the caramel. So now I'm going to do the same thing with this one, but I'm going to focus this one, the deeper color, a little more on the outer part of the eye. So I'm just going to really put some of that color in there, okay? You see how that is? And then I'm going to feather it through to the inner eye. And I want to make sure I carry some of that color up, but not too much of it. And don't worry about, one thing happens when we're old, it'll skip a little bit. Don't worry about that. We're going to blend this all when I'm done. So we have accentuated that, and you see how it lifts it right up. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit more of this color here, and then I'm going to just feather it and work it. So I really have a lot of depth in that crease now, okay? So I'm going to take the blending brush I was using before, okay? And I'm just using, this is a Bedelum Tools, but you don't need one of these. Let me use a brush that's more familiar with people. Okay, I'm going to use the E40 by Sigma, all right? I'm just going to take all those colors here, and I'm just going to start blending and softening that upper line. And I'm going to make sure that I have blended these colors just slightly. You don't want to move them around too much. All right, so there we go. Now I am going to take this, the Sienna, and the Sienna is going to just come down a little bit here because I need to even it up with the other side. And you'll notice after you're done blending what you have to add. So there we go. And again, we're sweeping up. All right, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to get that caramel color that we used, the one that's a little bit lighter. Now I am going to take a cleaner brush, and I'm just going to use the one I was using before, and I'm going to put some of that caramel on that brush. I'm going to tap it off slightly, and now I'm just going to sweep it across my lid and into the crease line, okay? So now we have married or merged all these colors together to complete the look of what we were going for, okay? So now I need a little bit more just to even it up to the other side. Okay? So that's what it looks like. Now take your blending brush again, and you're just going to soften. Notice I'm way down at the end of this brush. You're just going to soften that line so that you really don't see the transition happening. It's just there. And then I'm just going to feather up lightly, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of that fawn on that brush because I want to just fill this little gap in right here and finish that up. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my little brush and make sure that all the colors are swept away. Now I'm going to take my Wayne Goss brush, and this is the number 5. This is one of my most favorite Wayne Goss brushes. And I'm going to go ahead in with that fawn. Was it fawn? No, this is the caramel. I'm sorry. We're going to use the caramel. And I'm just going to tap that in, and I'm going to go up underneath my eyes with that caramel, and I'm going to take this color all the way across, and I'm going to sweep it up on the end. So I have a nice clean sweep moving up on the outer part of the eye. And I'm going to do the same thing again. This brush is perfect. The old version of this brush is also perfection. All right, so now I'm going to incorporate a little bit of a burgundy color. And this one here is actually called Red Earth. And I'm going to take my brush that I was using, and I'm going to tap the tip, just the very tip of this now. And this is just to incorporate a little bit of burgundy into this because my top has a little bit of this color. So now I'm just going in the outer crease here, outer. But I'm not closing it off on the outer. Just put that on your cheek anywhere you want. I'm not closing it down into a V or anything. I'm just filling it in right here, okay? So now take that Wayne Goss brush, your number 5 brush, and we're going to put the tip in just lightly. And we are going to just on the outer part and flare it up, because that'll really help to lift those eyes up, okay? So now I just want to take my blending brush, and I didn't know if I mentioned that color. Yes, Red Earth that was, okay? So now I just want to soften that. Let me pull back down here just so I demonstrate the right way. So just soften that line, and then just soften right through here. Okay, and then just take a sweep around. All right, and that is the complete look for our eyeshadow, okay? So now I need to put my liner on. Now, I'm going to try to do this on camera, but I don't know if I can. Our first step is you want to lift the eye and you want to do the waterline. And now when I'm doing my waterline, I try to bring it right into the corner, and I stay as close to my lashes as I possibly can. I actually try to brush up against them, the lashes, and you can see that already adds a nice definition. So I'm going to take it off camera because I know I won't be able to do it. I'm just going to put a small line of this liner, very thin line of it on the upper part, no wing, no flare, no nothing. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So now I've put the liner on, but I need to smudge it down, and I wanted to show you, I'm going to use the Wayne Goss. This comes in the anniversary set, and it's the number 7. It is the smallest little brush, but it has a little density to it, so it doesn't move around a lot. It's perfect for smudging out the top line. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back, my friends. There's some things I just can't do on camera. Okay, so I have just smudged out. I took this brush, and I just went along that line, and I just smudged it and softened it so that it's not so harsh a line. Now I'm just going to take my eyelash curler, and I'm using the Shuyuruma, however you say it, and then I'm going to put on a primer, the Revitalash Volumizing Primer, and then I'm going to put on the brown mascara, and I will be back with the finished look. All right, so I'm back. This is the finished look. I love tight-fitted turtlenecks. I could easily wear a stronger lip with this, something that pulled into the brick or even the burgundy, because I did tie some of that burgundy shadow into the eye look. I keep the cheeks and the contouring to a minimum when I wear this much makeup on the eyes and a stronger lip if I were to wear it. I think that for most people, they prefer a paler lip with a strong eye, so that's why I did it. But in a video later today, I may change the lip into a stronger lip so that you can see it can be worn with both. I love tight-fitted necks with signature style earrings. I chose the orange in the top to pull out and tie into the look. I think if you were to wear a stronger lip and pull the hair back, it's a beautiful look, very elegant, classy, but still sexy. You remember, sexy comes from within. It's not anything you do out here. It's from within. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this. Pick some tips up along the way. And just take your time and work in slow little strokes. And you too can wear any eyeshadow you choose. I am a matte girl. I do think that as we age, matte does look good, but sometimes a nice little satin is okay too. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. Leave your comments below, and I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, subscribe. We're anti-aging here. Be happy, healthy, beautiful, and most of all, my friends, lovable. I love you all. Bisous.